Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Happy 4th of July. This is the Happy 4th of July garden tour. I can't believe it's already July. Wow. This year is really going by fast, isn't it? And this garden tour is after a storm that we had. I think it dumped about an inch of rain. Like a lot of Florida afternoon summer storms, they come in quick and they leave quick. And this one lingered maybe 20 minutes, so it did dump some water and good rain, but we need the rain. And then it cooled off a tiny bit. I guess it was close to 90. And I looked, it was about 78 degrees now, but humid, so you can't really tell. And man, am I sweaty. Well, let's start the garden tour here in the courtyard. Let's go to the courtyard. And you'll notice how everything is still very wet. I don't think I've ever given you a garden tour right after a storm. I think most of the garden tours are before storms. And oh look, the sun is, can you see it trying to come out? That's not the moon, that's the sun. And it's still somewhat cloudy and just kind of heavy. No wind at all, look. The crepes are still, but look after the rain, the actual flowers, the flowers get heavy. See like the raindrops on them, and they get really heavy, and they fall down like that. Let's stand back and look at them. Purple ones too. So they're kind of like a little, they droop a little bit, but no worries, because after they stop blooming like this, so pretty. Let's get this guy out. Of course, rains bring the little grasses come back. I don't want all these little grasses here. There. So after they stop blooming, the crepes, I'm going to trim them. See how they have the bottom ones there? I probably could trim that now, but I said to myself, I'm going to wait till they stop blooming. When they stop blooming, I'm going to trim the bottoms and just clean them up. So for now, we'll let them be. That was the courtyard. I'm going to show you the other area where the crepes are, where I want to trim. Right here. See how low these are? And I do want to have this as a walkway. Can't really walk with all these. And then of course heavy after the rain. So these will get a trimming also. But not right now. Well, I hope you didn't hear my stomach growl. Oh, it is worth. And then look at these. Oh, I should actually tie these up a little bit, because in the small trees, the rain makes them heavy and flop. So let's go back here. Let's go back here through the courtyard. And these are really pretty now. Super pretty colors. And July is typically when they come to full color bloom, except, of course, the rain and the wind. Look, they dropped a lot of the pink ones here on the ground. But that's to be expected. It's nature. It's gardening in nature. These are the bougainvilleas here. This one. And this one. No color this year. No, ouch, prickly though. So we do, ooh. When I trim the, oh, this grew in here. It went crooked. I don't want that. Okay, I'll have to see how this grew. Look, that grew in there. I'm going to have to take this second one out. There we go, because I can't move the, okay, we want it straight. Oh, for crying out loud. It's fighting with me on camera. Don't fight with me on camera. We'll fix it and tie it later. See, I want it straight. So bougainvilleas, the new ones that grew after the old ones died in the frost, new ones are growing, but no colors on them, but not yet. And even if they don't get colors, it's okay. They'll get colors hopefully next year. And I want this one straight too. But see, it's like fighting me. It's like, don't fight me. So I will have to come out here and tie that one so it's straight up in the air. And then trim these bottoms so they're more like trees. I do want the bougainvilleas to look more like trees. So those are growing nicely. And I do want to walk here, but look, after the rain, it really made these, the crepe myrtle blooms. They're gorgeous, but look at the ground. And I have to duck down. Ooh, and then I've got like a twig here. Look, I've got a twig here hanging. Where did that come from? Can I yank it? Oh, I guess I can, but I yanked it, but that's like weird. Where'd that come from? I don't know what to do with it. I don't want to put it somewhere where I'm going to step on it. Let's just put it here. Ooh, not a good place for it either. But for now, so we can get through on the garden tour. We're coming across this way. And I have a little surprise here. Look, I have a little surprise for the garden tour. I'm actually going to, oh my goodness, I'm going to duck and go under, but I'm going to show you guys. I ended up making the dry creek bed that I was talking about, but it's more a pathway, not technically a dry creek. I may add some stones and some pebbles to it. I may. I'm not sure, but I'd want something maybe like brown, more browner pebbles. So we'll see if I can, oh, excuse my finger there, or if I can find some bigger stones. For now, this is how I have made my dry creek pathway. Let's go down it. And this is the regular island here from the back. And drooping because of the rain. Let's go up this way. That's the pathway. And I trimmed this Norfolk pine. I didn't trim the top super nice because there was a bird nest, so I wanted to try and maintain the bird nest. Can you guys see the bird nest? So I left it as is for now. I'll stand back and we can look at it. Get back this way. And here's the other. This has grown in really nice too. So I did, and then look at these. And then look at these. And these are red. And then the purple. And then white ones in the back. These will be getting trimmed though, so I can walk. And see the white ones there in the back? These are the white ones. Pink. I had 3 of the same pink ones. And then these are the red ones. But not the black cherries. Just regular crepes, but in red. So pretty. Okay, so let's go and look back this way. Let's stand here and let's look halfway there. And then I put the 2, these light up, and then this one lights up too. So yeah, I'm thinking I may, but maybe that would be more of a fall project, even though this was actually technically a fall project. And here it is done. It's already done in July. And then see, this is why I want to trim the crepes, so there's a nice like walkway. You can't really walk, you'd have to duck, and that would be so uncomfortable. So once they stop blooming, I'm going to trim everything, make it nice and neat and able to walk. And then let's continue. So the Norfolk pine, there's some remnants. It wasn't doing super good. I cut all the dead ones out. Okay, now it's kind of, maybe we'd call it a Charlie Brown tree. I'm not sure. But it was one step away from being cut down completely, and I took out most of the dry stuff, and then we'll see what happens. If anything, it'll be a good experiment. See how these are like dry up in here and they're falling. That's okay. We'll let them fall, be like natural mulch. Then let's scooch out this way real quick. I trimmed the bottoms. Here's the pathway. Here's the bottom of the Northwood pine trimmed. See, it's kind of like a Charlie Brown tree. But I love the way it's trimmed at the bottom. And it just looks so much better. And then the arborvitaes, well, they're in full bloom. Actually, full growth. They don't bloom. I'm looking at these beautiful crepe myrtles way up here. Wow, these are gorgeous. They're in full bloom. And then you have these in the background here, the arborvitaes. There's a couple more crepes. These are the black cherries. See how dark the leaves are? Crepe myrtle, black cherry. This in the background. I'm gonna call this the Charlie Brown tree now because that's what it reminds me of. You can see the top with the bird nest. So, but I love it, and I love the pathway. Another black cherry crepe in the front here, and then just rounding up the side. Everything does look really nice after the rains. I'll go back up the pathway, but I really, really, really do like the tree. And if it continues to keep dying, it just eventually will get chopped down and just left, this area will get left empty. But for now, I like it. Maybe it'll last another Christmas. And I'll decorate it. There's a little grass we'll pull out. I try when I'm walking to pull them out as I walk, so it's not such a big task. And that's over here. Alright, let's duck under the crepes and get you to the side. And wow, did the blooms ever fall off during that storm. But that's just how it is. That is just how it is. And then I put lights up the walkway. Yeah, these are definitely going to be cut once they stop blooming. I'm going to have them just a nice, there we go. I got an extended view. It looks really pretty at night. I put the lights there, and it looks really, really good. It's so quiet too after the rains. Super quiet. And the little tea garden area right here. Love the tea garden. Even look at the water in here is filled with blooms. So a little tea garden, the little secret garden. You can tell I was clipping bougainvilleas. See here. I was clipping this one because this one really is growing too. I was clipping this one ready for yard waste day. And I was clipping this one somewhat, so that way we can still get into the secret garden. Just we have to duck a little. And there's the secret garden. I like the way this grew. I like the way the bougainvillea kind of grew like that and covers this area, so I left it. But I'm not sure. I may just trim it so there's nothing there and you can walk right in and everything. But for now, this is how I like it. I'm going to keep it. And look, my prized bougainvillea that I've had every year, it's starting to bloom. See, the one that is growing so far out, those I may cut, like up here. I may be cutting those. It doesn't need to be out that far, so those I'll cut. do like the way it's growing like that. I just wish it would grow up like taller and around, so I could go under there. But good for now. Wow, are my glasses ever fogging? It's like so humid. The sun's out. The sun came out through those thick clouds. And pretty bougainvilleas, and then just the side. I cut them here a little bit because they were overhanging that way, and that's where that's from. Yeah, oh, glasses are super fogged. And this is just the side area. Yeah, the sun's trying to come out. It's coming out. Just, I think, after rains in Florida, it gets right away, maybe not, but you wait half hour, it gets really humid. So I'm currently soaked. I am currently just so hot and sweaty. Look at my lilies, and they're growing in the barrel, which is amazing. It's how amazing is that? I was going to give the barrel some water, but oh yeah, no, it's filled. After this last rain, it got filled. Let me see, does this light work? Let's see. Yeah, it works. Let's put it up this way. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So those are lilies. They're growing in the barrel. This little pink flower. These, of course, always find their way. These are growing here too. Little petunias, they're growing. These are pink petunias, and I have a purple one, and then I have the purple hearts. Look at them. Man, they grow anywhere. So usually when I have an excess of the petunias, I put them right into the barrels. So it's kind of like a win-win. See how you have extra here? Or even if I have extra there, it's a win-win because then the barrels look pretty. And even like over here, these are going to need a little clipping. I don't even clip them. I just take them with my hands, and I'll take them and just grab some, clean up this area, and then I don't throw them out. I will put them into a barrel. So I've got several barrels. I have several barrels around here. They'll go right into a barrel and then grow down. I didn't put any, oh yeah, well, there's a little, let's see, small here. So those ones that I pull out, I can put some in there, and it'll drape over, be really pretty. Because they grow. They're almost evasive, I think. They really, really grow. They don't need much to grow. All the grasses are growing, more or less. Died in the frost, but I think they're coming back. There's some there. And then the petunias. Right up this way here. And here we are again at the courtyard. So definitely the next project will be just to thin out some of these petunias and put them in that barrel. And we can put a little bit in this barrel also. Well, I'll put some in this barrel, see? They're somewhere. Yeah, they're in the barrel. I can throw some more in that barrel too. This barrel is really, you can't even see it's a barrel anymore. It's nice though. I have to thin it out a little bit. There's the lilies in the middle of the courtyard. The sun's out. What a pretty day now. Just hot and humid, but pretty. Black cherry crepes. There's some crepe myrtles. Courtyard. Little patio. And that's where we started, and that's where we shall end our garden tour for 4th of July. Happy 4th, happy July. I hope you enjoyed my garden video. Go ahead, give the video a like. Hit the subscribe button. I'd love to have you as a new subscriber friend. Also hit the bell so you're always notified when a new video posts. I hope everyone has liked my garden tour, and I hope you like the progress that is going on almost weekly in the garden, because everybody knows when you have a garden you'll find things to do. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Till the next video. Happy 4th. Bye.